Some of the things that will cause itis in there, this is a tapeworm. And the tapeworm is notorious. He's the guy that started the FDA. Because back in the day when there were the medicine men that ran around to the local fairs and hawked whatever was out there, they were stuffing tapeworm segments into little gelatin capsules and selling them to us as weight loss products. And so the FDA finally said, the government finally said, we really need to see what they're selling to us and what that's about. So, excuse me. So that's the fame of this tapeworm. But he gets in there because he drops these little tail segments, and these little tail segments aren't really alive, but they're like egg packets, and they are passed out in the bowel movement, and they squeeze, and then either a mouse, a rodent, or a flea pick up that eggs. It has to go through a rodent or a flea. You can't just eat one of these packets and get a tapeworm, but once you then have a flea on you and you're grooming, the cat swallows that flea and then you got a tapeworm. So that's how they pass around. Or if you got a hunter, there's a lot of indoor cats that kind of keep life rodent-free in our houses, and so they pick up a tapeworm from that. That guy has to be 6 feet long before he's big enough to drop this little tail segment. And the real key is this little head. That's the head that's gripping onto under the lining of the intestine. He just holds on for dear life with that head. And the products that recently, there you go. See, I've been now for a long time. But the last 20 years, there's finally been a product that really kills that head off. And by killing the head, you really can you can be rid of the tapeworm. So used to have medicines that just squeeze the intestine so hard that they tried to break this thing up and drop it out. And a lot of times you left the head still stuck and he'd come back with a tapeworm again. So we got better medications now. There are other kinds of parasites that can cause this. This is a little guy called a Trichomonas. He's kind of an interesting guy, and we sometimes pick him up. These are fecal exposure parasites. This little guy is a Giardia. Isn't he cute? You see that under the microscope? He just swims around in there and really stirs things up and irritates the intestine and causes some itis. Look at this guy. Oh my gosh. That's his little mouth, and he's just biting away at the lining of the small intestine, but he sets up such an irritation up there that you see undigested stuff coming into your colon, and you get a colitis from that. He's kind of like you think they should make him as a monster on one of the movies or something. Roundworms, again, up in the small intestine, but they unbalance the intestinal tract. Fecaloral contamination, this one actually, you can get some contamination in utero as well from roundworms.